Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. How I use Anchor personally is to connect with others. And I also treat this platform as a therapy session. Also to give information to others and share my personal experiences in life. So if you always want to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me and a diverse community of podcasts already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcasts. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to welcome y'all back to episode 27 of Vaughn Talks Podcast. Now, I know it's been about a month and 2 days since the last podcast. I want to give a recap. I want to say, I apologize. I know y'all been waiting, I know my homeboy, or one of my homies been asking me, like what a podcast at or whatever. He asked me that shit a couple of days ago, I told him one was going to drop this weekend or whatever, but I really felt like podding today, you feel me? So I'm going to go ahead and drop one today. Like I said, I apologize for the inconvenience of the wait, you feel me? Like I said, it's just sometimes, when you don't feel like doing certain things, it's best for you not to do it. You feel me? Let me see. Today in which I'm recording this podcast is April 16th, 2020 at 12:47 a.m. My bad. 12:47 p.m. My fault. Anyways, I just wanna, just say I apologize and shit. I'm gonna give y'all a recap of pretty much what happened on the last episode. I got all my notes here. I'm gonna try not to make it be so long or whatever, but we'll see. So what we're gonna talk about today is a little bit of games, the coronavirus, you feel me? Since the last episode too. Since the last episode, things has been getting crazy with this lockdown because of COVID, with the Rona or whatever, you feel me? We're gonna talk a little bit about that, a little bit about games, anime, which is gonna be my hero in the last episode of My Hero Academia. That shit was so fire. We're gonna talk about games and music shit. Like I said, I got all my notes. I know y'all hear that paper flaring and shit. You know what I'm saying? Recap. So the last time what we talked about on episode 26, we talked about games as far as like let me see what this shit say. We talked about games as far as PlayStation exclusives, Ghost of Tsushima and the release date. We talked about the coronavirus and everything getting canceled. We talked about albums. I meant to listen to Lil Uzi Vert's new album, Eternal Will Take, but I did listen to Anonymous Before the Night Is Over. It's a 5-song EP. Listen, that shit is so fucking fire. I can't wait till my boy Zach or my homeboy Justin start rapping and shit, and I can start telling y'all about them and get their music and shit like that. You feel me? So I do a part. I hope they get a move on and bring out this music. You feel me? I know they're gonna be listening to and waiting on y'all, man. I'm waiting. Let me see, what have we talked about? We talked about Boogie and how he signed to Shady Records because he's a new artist or whatever. Absol, Reeves, and we got the new song. Talked about the baby, his situation when he was going stupid, and Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free. They launched a new company called PG Lane. That's pretty much what happened on the last episode. Now we fast forward up into present day. Like I said, this is episode 27. Before I get into this also too, I should have did this at the beginning. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr_Flexalot. I'm about to be streaming back. I'm gonna be back to streaming real soon, so y'all be looking out for that. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Mr. Flexalot01. I believe that's the handle name. What the fuck? Follow me on IG at Von_Luciano, VON. _LUCCIANO. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about all the socials. That's about it. You can also listen to the podcast on anchor.fm /Von Luciano, and you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure y'all rate this episode, or make sure y'all rate the podcast 5 stars, helping growth in the algorithm, bring more listeners to the show. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for right now. Like I said, I'm just back to be podding and shit. I'm about to get back to my every 2 week, schedule without bringing y'all back. New episodes and shit. I might start doing every week, but I don't know. Let's see what's going on through this week and this week. And I might not, because there's not that much going on, but there is something new happening every day in the world. So let's go ahead and get this started, man. So since the last episode, man, I'm trying to cover all this shit. Let's start with the coronavirus. I don't like to talk about nothing negative and shit like that, but we know it's here, it's there, it's gonna be around for a while. So let's go ahead and talk about this for a little bit. So since the last podcast, right? Doris Burke, the sports analysis for basketball or whatever, she had tested positive. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, they had cleared up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Doris Burke, she recovered from. I haven't heard any news, I haven't seen anything. I'm gonna research today. If not, y'all can research yourself, but I'm gonna look and see, if she recovered and everything, fully and successfully, and not having any issues. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the numbers for the coronavirus. So for the Rona, the cases hit 2 million plus. There's been 138,000 fatalities throughout the world, and it's been 527 recoveries throughout the world. So you look at the patients, it's 2 million plus in the world. Then you look at how many people that recover, 525,000. That's pretty decent. I think that's pretty good. We're having way more recoveries than deaths. So, which is a good thing, which is great, you know what I'm saying? So, damn, why can't I talk today? So I just said, I'm just talking about this to y'all, please just wash down hands. I was watching this interview with on Black TV with this guy that he was interviewing called his name is Dr. Khan. And he was saying, just like the gloves, don't really wear y'all gloves, y'all not changing, y'all touching on everything, and y'all not changing y'all gloves out. Y'all wearing y'all gloves in the car after going into the grocery store, touching on everything, and then y'all probably throw the gloves on the ground or some shit, so the animals can get it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe y'all animals gonna get it. Whoever animals touching on gloves that's on the ground, and they take that animal back to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Now they got the wrong because they animal had touched their gloves, or whoever else was touching on shit that had the coronavirus onto that surface or whatever. And it's just a cycle that's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, will this shit ever end? So the amount of fatalities, the amount of recoveries, the amount of people that has Rona, you feel me, that has the coronavirus, that has COVID-19. We don't know if that's an exact number. That's probably sort of close, but we don't know the exact number, so it could be way more than what they're telling us in the world. So take everything that y'all hear and see with a grain of salt, you feel me, as far as the numbers that they're giving us, yeah, take it as that, but just know that it could be way more out there because they don't know exactly how many people it is in the world. You feel me? They say it's 7 billion, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more of a 7 billion. It could be 7 billion, 500 million or some shit like that. There's a lot of people, you feel me? So, or 8 billion, 500 million, you know what I'm saying? So, I think the world population is 8 billion now. But anyways, that's all for the people. So, you just, like I said, don't believe everything, but keep an ear open for everything. Keep an open mind for everything, you feel me? Lord Jamar, he said something great. He said, and I'm going off on a tangent. That man said, "Why would I believe the people that's been lying to me all my life?" the scientists and like the scientists and politicians and shit. Well, I believe, not saying that they say is completely false, but I believe every single thing that they say, and they've been lying to me all my life. Media, politics, and scientists or figures among that. You feel me? Along those lines. You know what I'm saying? So keep an open mind for a lot of things, but also too, you know, make sure that you know, you keep open mind. So don't believe everything, keep open mind. You feel me? If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just make sure that, you know, y'all taking y'all, you know what I'm saying, precautions on washing y'all hands daily. You know what I'm saying? Wear y'all mask. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all spacing from people. That social distancing shit's kind of stupid. It's kind of hard because when you go inside a grocery store, right, you walking past motherfuckers where you can damn near shoulder bump their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walking past people, or you touching on the same shit they probably touching on. You don't know what they got. You feel me? So like, this shit's just stupid. Just make sure y'all wash y'all hands, man. Make sure y'all wash y'all hands, and two, be productive on this time. Since we on this lockdown, be productive. So be clean. Try to be more clean. Be more clean or cleanlier, or however you want to say it, than you probably had before. Because a lot of y'all probably nasty as hell. Not saying like the listeners or whatever, but you know, y'all know so a lot of motherfuckers out here that's just disgusting. People shitting, not washing their hands, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Read more books. I'm about to start reading more books. You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to. I've been self-educating myself for a while now, anyway. But I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, start diving more deeper into what I'm trying to learn and try to, you know what I'm saying, gain more skills, try to add more shit, have more artillery in my belt, you feel me? Let me see, read more books, eat cleaner. I'm a vegetarian now. I'm proud to say that I'm officially a vegetarian. As far as, I don't eat any meat. Now, dairy products, I do eat cheese. I don't drink any cow milk, but I do eat cheese, and it's kind of hard. I still eat bread and stuff like that, but like, that's kind of hard to not cheese and stuff like that for me personally. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? It's getting there little by little, you feel me? But I am a vegetarian. I eat no meat, no fish, no cow, no pig, no poultry, as far as like chicken and turkey and shit like that. I don't eat none of that. All that is not in my diet no more. Let me tell you, my body feels so much better. I feel so much better. Like, I don't feel like sluggish in the morning when I wake up. I don't feel like shit is still sitting on my stomach when I wake up in the morning. Now, I do be hungry as a bitch in the morning, but that's letting me know it's time for me to go take a number 2. You feel me? Like, I've been shitting like TMI. I've been, you know what I'm saying, going to the bathroom like, as far as like going number 2, like 2 times a day damn near. You know what I'm saying? So like, my diet, I feel it has increased and for the better, you feel me? And I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like shit in the morning when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have more energy, I'm less tired. I do want to start taking more naps, but other than that, like, I'm less tired when I wake up in the morning, even when I do go to bed at midnight, you feel me? And I don't really eat late. Well, lately I've been eating a lot of snacks. No. Excuse me, but other than that, I try not to eat late night snacks. I try not to eat past 7 or none of that shit. Like my diet has been very good, and my body's been, you know what I'm saying, feeling it, and I've been feeling the effects, you know what I'm saying, of my diet. And you feel me? Like, I just been watching what I eat, and I've been eating so much better. I don't even eat junk food like that. Nothing. For those of you who know me out there, y'all know I got a sweet tooth out the ass. Like, I love junk food. Like, I love it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to kick that shit to the curb too, you feel me? I've been eating that less and less throughout for the past few weeks, you know? So I've been really trying to, you know what I'm saying, take this time to change my diet and, you know what I'm saying, be healthier and work out my brain, because my brain is also a muscle, you feel me? So, you know, so I've just been taking that time, taking this time to improve myself, you know what I'm saying, help myself and try to help my homies or whatever, help people that's close to me, you know what I'm saying, give them that extra boost on whatever they need in their life, you feel me? just by word of mouth, you know what I mean? So, you know, so I've been taking this time to do certain things to better my life and better myself, you know? Yeah, I just went off on a little tangent a little bit, and hopefully y'all appreciate that and y'all take this shit with y'all, you know? Moving on. Fuck that wrong. Stay inside, wash your hands. Next, so since the last episode as well, John Jones, he's an MMA fighter. He fights in the UFC. This man just can't stay in trouble. He got arrested for a DWI or whatever. What was it? While he was using a firearm. Well, not using the firearm, but so a negligent use of a firearm. So yeah, he was using it because he's waving around and shit, and he was under the influence or whatever. This man is a great fighter. This is where I brought this up. I just want to say, like, this man is a great fighter, and if he ever hit us, like, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But if he ever hit us, it's like, I just want to say, you in a position that's as far as like financial, I want to say maybe, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but you in a position as like a figure or whatever, like a public figure. I'm not saying he is, but you know, people look at him as such to do the right thing. And I understand he having fun, he doing what he want to do, he a grown ass man, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do with his money, his life, but do positive things, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop getting arrested, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, especially like, you know. But this is just how I think, you know what I'm saying? Because I know other people look at me in a certain way, so I would love to give them the best impression that I can of me, and that I ultimately give them a better impression of people that look like me. If y'all catch my drift, y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I'm saying to say this, like, I hope John Jones get his shit together and just go out there and fight and put on the show. Stop getting in trouble and just take this shit to the next level, man. Like, you one of the best fighters that we have ever seen, especially in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, 16 minutes in, I'm taking a swig of this water. Yeah, so, you know, I'm just disappointed at this man. Like I said, like, when I first saw him fight, I forgot who he was, but I think it was not his first fight, but like, it wasn't his first fight. I forgot who he fought, but I know one of the first fights that I saw of him was, he had lost, but it was because of a DQ or whatever. He was whooping this dude ass. I think the dude he was fighting, I think he deaf. I think, who was it? Not Sheriff Sona. Who was it? I forgot dude's name, but my brother heard this. If anybody knew who I'm talking about, can y'all please tell me who this fighter was? But he was throwing down straight elbows or whatever. And that's how he lost the fight. That's illegal in UFC, where you can't throw down straight elbows, you feel me? But you can elbow them up, but you can't come down straight, you feel me? I have a video version of this podcast soon as well, so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so you know, that's how he lost. But I just, like, the man is amazing. So I started researching, you know what I'm saying? Started looking at other fights with him, and this man is great. So I just want him to just stop bullshit and take this shit to the next level and do some positive things. If he not already for the community. Not saying that he have to, just with himself, you know what I'm saying? Just work on himself, you know what I'm saying? And come back a better man. Let me see, what else I got for you before we start getting into the games and shit like that. Games, going to get into it. So, this is the last episode of the podcast over at anchor.fm/Von Luciano, also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Yeah, so PlayStation network download speeds are going to be slowed in the UK to preserve internet bandwidth. So pretty much what that means is PlayStation, Sony, they slowed down their the internet speeds only for download. So when you download the games and shit like that, it'll take a little longer to download games or whatever to help with the internet speed with the bandwidth. Because since this lockdown, there's been an enormous, like a large group or an enormous increase of people getting online and playing games online or whatever, like Xbox Live, PSN or whatever, you know what I'm saying, on Switch, PCs. It's a lot of people gaming a whole lot more because a lot of people getting laid off, you know what I'm saying, people ain't got to go to work as much, you know what I'm saying, they on PTO, you know what I'm saying, or they working from home, shit like that, you know, so a lot of people are gaming now, like more than ever because of this lockdown, you feel me? So they just slowing down download speed. Now when it comes to online gameplay, they saying that it shouldn't affect anything, like that's not gonna affect anything or whatever, or affect anything, you feel me? You're still gonna be able to play as much as you want, you feel me, or have the same amount of download speed as you, the same internet speed as you did once before. It's just gonna affect the download speed of when you download the game and shit like that, updates and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a whole lot of people getting on since then. Now it might come to the U.S. I don't know if they're doing it in the U.S. yet, but I know in the U.K. they for sure doing it. It's another article that I had seen, right? So this article is from Geek Tyrant. So the new Xbox graphics source code has been stolen and held for ransom for $100 million, right? So this is pretty much what I had got from the notes. So their plug pretty much said the woman who has stolen the graphics card, the graphics source code, right? Pretty much said that she wants $100 million. Let me see what she said. She said the source code was unexpectedly achieved. Listen now, the source code was unexpectedly achieved from information unprotected. No, from an unprotected computer. My bad, y'all. It's from an unprotected computer. It's from a server through some exploits. That's how she got it. So she got it from an unprotected computer on a server through some exploits. With this, I later found out. She said she later found out that the files she had later found out the files inside it were the graphic source code. So when she found this out or whatever, and I don't know how she knew all this. I guess it said it. She said the shit wasn't even encrypted properly. It wasn't protected. It wasn't encrypted properly. So now she won $100 million for it just because pretty much letting them know, hey, y'all need to do a better job at protecting y'all shit because anybody can get into it. So hopefully they recovered it. They probably paid her. Don't know if they did, then goddamn, she got hers. You feel me? Yeah, man. What would y'all would have done if y'all had seen that shit? Would y'all would have held that shit ransom for $100 million? I don't know. That's just a little article that I wanted to tell y'all or whatever that I just came across. So, this is what happened in the world. Let me see. Excuse me. Next article or games, right? So pretty much, PlayStation 3 console owners can no longer message players on the PS4 and the PS5. Now, I don't know who still owns the PS3. I don't know if anybody's still playing the PS3, if anybody, but they probably are, which is probably the reason why they put this article out. But I don't know who's on the PlayStation 3 trying to play with people on the PS4 and PS5, or when the PS5 drop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who's still on P3, but yeah. You know, I'm not really mad at this. I mean, they've been doing shit like this. Like, they discontinued the original Xbox, the Xbox 360. I believe it discontinued from them making games. And this was a couple years ago. They don't make games for the Xbox 360 no more. I don't think you'll be able to message people from the Xbox 360. Like, they just cut off, like, the Xbox 360 shit. Like, they just cut that shit off. The only thing you can do on that now pretty much is, watch Hulu or whatever. You feel me? So, I don't know. And it's gonna take effect as of June 30th, 2020. So I don't know. Y'all are set with this? I don't really care. I don't own a PlayStation. I haven't owned a PlayStation. I haven't owned a Sony console since the PlayStation 3. So, which was the last Sony console I had was back in 20.
12? Yeah, 2012. No, I lied. Damn, the last PlayStation I had was back in 2011, I believe. I haven't owned a PlayStation since 2011. Like, that's a long ass time. You feel me? So,
Oh, I don't like I said. I don't know if y'all care about that shit. I personally don't. I mean, it's whatever. Next, but come on. Free to play games for Sony. Uncharted 4. It's the trilogy. It's available. Ooh, scratch that. Oh no, Uncharted 4 is still available. I think that's the only game. Uncharted 4 and Dirt Rally maybe. I think that's still available. Probably get that. Yeah, so Uncharted 4, y'all should be able to get that shit. That shit trash, in my opinion. Free Xbox games. Project Cars 2 is available until the 30th of April. Knights of Pen and Paper is available until May 15th. I never heard of that shit. Never heard any of these games. Toy Box Turbo is available until April 30th. Now, mind you, I wrote these notes and maybe 2 weeks ago or whatever. All this shit is still valuable now. Like, it's still reliable. Because all this shit's still going on. Nothing's changed since then. It was Fable Anniversary. We can't get there anymore. That was available until April 15th, but it is now the 16th, so it's passed and it's done. But yeah, all these other games, which I heard of Fable already. Like, I've tried to get that game back when it came out a long time ago. But yeah, Project Cars 2. I ain't gonna say track, but never heard of it. Knights of Pen and Paper. Never heard of it. Toy Box Turbos. Never heard of it. Now, what I do want to talk about is the new game. It's by Riot Games. It's a new, what is it? It's a new free-to-play multiplayer first-person shooter, and it's called Valorant. Now, Valorant, people have been saying it looks like CS:GO, and it plays like Overwatch a little bit. I play Overwatch. And I've never played CS:GO. Don't even know what it looks like. I just heard of it. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a popular game, especially for PC gaming. But Valorant, it looks cool. Like, it looks alright. I really need to see, like, excuse me, the significance with the game or whatever. But it has operators sort of like Siege, and they got powers and shit like Overwatch or whatever. And I guess they saying like it kind of runs like CS:GO as far as like the mechanics and shit like that. But I'm not, like I said, I've never played CS:GO, so I don't know. But like I said, it looks cool. The only way, it's a closed beta. And if y'all not familiar with Riot Games, they also made League of Legends too. If y'all not familiar with Riot Games or whatever. So the people that made Valorant, they made League of Legends. It's also a game on PC. Very popular game. This game been going on for years. It's going strong. The beta started April 7th. Only problem I have with this beta is that you have to be in a stream. So, okay, let me start this over, right? So the only way that you'll be able to get a code for Valorant is if you be in a streamer, if you be in somebody's stream, right? So you be in somebody's stream, and they think they should have a title. They should have the title, someone in the title of the stream called drops Endeavour or whatever. And then you pretty much sit in that stream for I don't know however long, and then they supposed to drop you a code. Now they haven't done that with everybody. Because not everyone's getting the code, but that's what they've been doing. I low-key been waiting on it just to see if I can donate it or whatever to somebody, because I don't have my PC up and running right now, so it wouldn't make sense for me to have it. But I do know if I do get it, or when I do get it, I just donate this to some other Twitch streamer or whatever, and they can play it and they get the views and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't know. I wouldn't even, and I want to be able to talk about the game efficiently and fluently. I don't think I'm articulate enough to even talk about that game or how I want to, whatever, to give a full detailed description of the game and things like that, just to tell people like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what happens, and you feel me? So I'm not able to articulate myself as much, but I would love to see somebody else play it too. Like, I've been watching other people play, and that's, like I said, as far as they get the code for that game, for that beta, that's the only issue I have. But you got to send somebody stream for however long, and then he should drop you a code. You might not ever get a code. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta sit there and wait for however long. I went to some streamer. He put in the title. He said he waited 7 days for a damn code. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be released sometime summer 2020. They haven't given a release date. They haven't said how long this beta is going to last and none of that. So, hopefully they give out enough beta codes to enough to people who can actually articulate themselves and give their own 2 cents on how the game is ran and how they like it and stuff like that, what they like most about it. So that way they give other people, other consumers and viewers and stuff like that a reason to buy it, or give them a second thought on, okay, maybe I might buy this game if this is and this. You feel me? So that's all I wanted to talk about. Sony issues. So for all you Sony fanboys, which is why this is one of the reasons why I stopped being a fanboy. I don't care about that. Oh, Xbox is better than PlayStation. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Xbox will be killing Sony. I'm gonna say kill Sony, but they'd be up there with competition as far as that shit if Xbox if they had games to play. Xbox doesn't have any games to play, which I don't even think they give a fuck about games like exclusive anymore, because everything that goes on the Xbox you can get it on PC, and all the PC players, they looking at it like, why the hell why should I buy Xbox when I already have a PC? Which I think is one of the reasons why I think Microsoft or Xbox is getting more into like the PC side world, because if you look at the new Xbox, right, the tower, which is pretty much what that is. So the console looks like a damn tower, and the specs they have inside of it, it seems like they trying to, go for that, the PC game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Xbox is owned by Microsoft, so I guess it will only make sense for them to do that. But I think if with all these, I think it was like 2 years ago they picked up all these studios and shit like that. I think with all of these studios, they would have like Xbox exclusives, which I would have an Xbox. If I was them, I would have Xbox exclusives that'd be fire as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just for the Xbox, you know what I'm saying? And that'd bring more. They might bring more consumers over to their platform and shit like that. Even though they do have a partnership with Sony, I think that they should have some exclusives just to give other consumers who do have PCs a reason to buy the new Xbox, the Xbox Series X or that XBX, or however you want to say that shit. It just hit the Xbox 720. That shit went fire. To keep it short and simple. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, I said all that to say this: Sony is having issues, and take this with a grain of salt. But I got this from the Black Okage. He was pretty much reading an article about how they might need to change. Actually, I read this myself, and then I seen the Twitch stream to TBH, and he was talking about it as well. He pretty much went into more detail about it. But Sony, they pretty much said that they might have to change the whole design of their console. They saying that their shit was overheating because of design. They saying that they might have to redesign it because the specs what they have cost a lot, right? And the price that they having, they're gonna lose money. They're not gonna make that much profit. So say it costs $500 to make, and they want to sell their console for $450, they losing profit. If it costs $500 to make and they selling it for $500, they not making shit back. You know what I'm saying? They not making any money back. And if they sell it for $550 and they make it for $500, they still not making that much of a profit. So they really in the tight space right now. They having a lot of issues back there at Sony. You know what I'm saying, with the redesign and the specs and stuff like that. Like I said, take the shit with a grain of salt. I don't know how true that is, but it might be some truth to it, because that is an article that came out and Sony ain't said shit about it yet. So, you know what I'm saying, it's looking spooky on their end, you feel me? So y'all need to really think about, the PS5 look good, it look like this. It's always about what it looks like. Like, y'all don't never think about, the specs, or what's inside of it. How fast does it run? Does it run 30 frames? Can it run 30 frames per second, which is low as hell? Can it run 60 frames per second or higher? You feel me? Can it do 1080p instead of 720p? Can it hit 4K? You feel me? Like shit like that. Like, y'all be worried about the wrong shit. Now I can't say it probably look like the controller design, because they just revealed the controller design, and it's personally to me ugly as fuck. This is the worst controller design I done seen by Sony, because they haven't changed nothing up much. But this low key kind of it takes It looks like it's taken after the Xbox console just a little bit, but it's fucking ugly. But as long as it's comfortable, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? But the look of it can make it uncomfortable. You feel me? So, I'm just saying all this to say this. All you fanboys out there, look at y'all wallets and look at what they're bringing to the table, and look back at y'all wallet and think to yourselves, is it really worth spending? Because what they saying that this shit has in it is probably not worth. It's probably not worth $600, which is very fucking pricey. So you might as well just build a PC at this point. Especially for that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's bogus. I do know that this doesn't just work in the food industry. This also works for everything else. People eat with their eyes first, meaning when they see something, they want to buy it because it looks good, not because they don't know how it tastes, they don't know how it feels, they don't know how it runs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So people eat with their eyes first. You feel me? So y'all keep that in mind, man. Next up, so I just read this article today, right before I started podding. So the House Democrats proposed $2,000 a month to Americans until the economy reaches pre-pandemic levels. Pretty much saying, so for all you people who don't know what I'm talking about, so the House Democrats, they're proposing $2,000 a month for people, for working citizens or whatever, you feel me? I think it's like $4,000 a month for married couples, and then like $5,500 a month for people with kids or whatever. Those are pretty decent checks, you feel me? Now I don't know what they're gonna do to the economy overall. Now this might be a fund that they put aside to where it don't hurt them as much, so that when they can give to Americans, that's a lot of fucking money. $2,000 a month for each American, that's, you feel me, $5,000 a month for people with kids, and $4,000 for America. That's a lot. That's kind of a lot, you feel me? That's kind of a lot. Yeah, so if that does happen, great. Hopefully y'all don't fuck off this money. Hopefully y'all do something positive with the money. Hopefully y'all save it or something, or invest in the stock market and shit, or learn how to trade foreign exchange, which I'm still learning how to do now to this day. When y'all can double y'all money, you feel me? Y'all ain't gotta worry about these checks coming through. You feel me? Y'all can learn things, and if you got the time for it, y'all can learn things and add to y'all arsenal and try to make money off of that. You feel me? Because that shit is still happening right now to this day. You feel me? So yeah, man. So that's pretty much what's happening with that on the political side. I don't really get into politics too much, but I thought I should put that in the notes because that's very important. Like I said, I don't know what it's gonna do to the economy, but I know that'll help a lot of people out. You feel me? Because at this point, these families gotta eat. You feel me? And people getting laid off and shit. I've been seeing a lot of people on my Facebook TL. They've been saying a lot of crazy shit. That's their fault. Woo. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. People are very nasty. People are disgusting, yo. They just nasty individuals. But enough about that. You feel me? I just thought y'all should know that. So make sure y'all, keep researching on that. Put y'all up on game and shit like that, man. And shit, if that do go through, I'll be waiting on my money. What that mean? What's that mean? Give me my money. That shit was funny as hell. It's not last, but next time I'm talking about music. Now, the reason I'm talking about this music because I finally listened to a couple albums that I've been meaning to listen to, and I'm gonna tell y'all a couple things that I'm gonna suggest that y'all listen to because I feel personally have a great taste in music. So the first one to talk about is Anonymous EP, Before the Night is Over. Great. Anonymous, if you ever hear it, I'm just gonna say bravo, bro. We need this shit, bro. We need this type of music out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on Kendrick and J. Cole to drop some more shit. Can't wait for Schoolboy Q to drop some shit. He dropped his new album, you know what I'm saying? I'm even hoping Mac Miller his estate, drop some more music because, I'm still listening to his shit to this day. His last album is dropped January, you know what I'm saying? That's literally like the last album. So, but before the night is over, right? Listen to that shit. It's 5 songs. It don't take that long to listen to. All 5 songs are 5 as fuck. My favorite songs on there out of the 5, so I like them all, but I think I got 3 out of the 5 that I really like. Riot, Hysteria, and Unless. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, make sure y'all look those up. Great fucking songs. Mick Jenkins, he this I think it's an album. This album dropped last year, 2019. It's called The Circus. I believe it dropped last year or this year. I forget which, but it's still this is his newest shit. I like it. I haven't heard the whole thing. I don't think. Did I? No, I did. I heard the whole thing. Goddamn. My bad, y'all. So I heard the whole album yesterday, actually. That's why I couldn't really remember. I heard the whole thing yesterday. And I just want to say it's a good album. Like, I like it. The production is nice. I'm gonna listen to it a couple more times so I can digest everything. You feel me? Like the beats and the lyrics. You feel me? And how he's putting these songs in some type of order, or whatever. Like, I look at all that and shit like that. But I just want to say Mick Jenkins, great album, The Circus. I really like it. There's no song on here that I feel like I gotta skip. He didn't miss anything in my opinion. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. So check out A9 EP Before the Night is Over. A9 Anonymous EP Before the Night is Over, because y'all might not know A9, so Anonymous. He's also a Twitch streamer, so follow him on twitch.tv/anonymous. Mick Jenkins, Circus. I got a few things that I want y'all to listen to. Listen to West Side Guns, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. Fucking fire. Every song on that album ride, bro. Like, every song on that is smooth as hell. Like, he's spitting. Y'all just gotta listen to that shit, man. I like that shit. Listen to Shabazz Palace's Shine a Light. Now, I don't know how old this song is. I just know one day I came upon this song and I just fell in love with it. It's like the beat hard. It's like, it's smooth as hell. Like, and it's like the production, it sounds like it's old, but I don't know if that was done on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta see how old the song is. Like, but this is a great song. I fucks with it. Like, it's just like, I want to rap off that beat. Like, it's just so good. Like, this shit sounds so good. So Shabazz Palace's Shine a Light. One more song I want to recommend y'all is by this artist. Her name is Raven Lene. The Night Song, fire. Now, I forgot what album this came off of. I forgot the name to it, but just listen to it. Look her up and then just look it up. Look up the album, whatever. Listen to that whole thing. The whole thing fire as fucking ride. I like it. I love it. I love that shit. So Raven Lene, The Night Song. This is how you spell her name. RAVGNLENAE. Raven Lene. My bad. RAVYNLENAE. Raven Lene. My bad. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright, make sure you rate this episode 5 stars, because this is a terrible podcast. Y'all feel me? So yeah, make sure you rate this episode 5 stars. Make sure you make this podcast 5 stars, man. So the last thing I want to talk about is anime. Yeah, I ain't really got no life thing. I think I gave y'all like the little life session, because I don't really got nothing to talk about for like my life personally that I want to tell y'all. He's not right now. Guest coming soon. Anime. Talk about My Hero Academia. If y'all not have seen this, spoiler alert. I want to talk about Endeavour, yo. So Endeavour, if y'all don't know, this man is he was the number 2 hero to number 1 hero all Might. He retired. First thing I want to say is congrats to My Hero on the character development for this man Endeavour. Like, low key, I didn't like him, you know what I'm saying, because the backstory of what Todoroki had gave on the show, you know what I'm saying, pretty much saying that he was stressing his mama out, and I think he was beating on her and shit like that, and it made her pour this boiling hot water on Todoroki's face, which if y'all have seen the show, which is the reason why this man got like a big red burn. That's just, on one side of his face is red. That's a burn scar from his mama throwing some scalding hot water in his face with her. And that side of him is hot, and the other side of him is cold. You know what I'm saying? So, because he got the powers from both him and his mama, from both his daddy and his mama. You feel me? So, yeah, man. The character development with this man is crazy, right? So, pretty much what happened in the episode, the final episode, right? So Endeavour pretty much, he goes beyond plus ultra. The man just how he hates that school motto, but he says that shit, he really did go beyond plus ultra, right? So it's this upgraded Nomu that he had to fight. The shit flew through the window, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he pretty much had to stop that shit. He burnt that motherfucker. I think he used his spider burning attack or whatever. I forgot what that shit was called, but that shit was fire hell. You know what I'm saying? So he fighting that motherfucker now. Nomu at some point started getting on Endeavor's ass. Like he started beating his ass, and at some point, the episode, right? It looks like at this one scene, it looks like Nomu killed him because he laid his ass out. I think he lost his eye. I think no. Yeah. So at the time, I think he got stabbed out or grazed his eye or whatever, or like he grazed his face. But it seemed like he lost his eye or whatever because this Nomu was really, really strong or whatever, and the Nomu was pretty much searching for the strongest fighter. And at that time, or at the moment right now, it's Endeavour. He's the number one hero now. So he got to show the town like, hey, I ain't about to fuck with you. You feel me? Like I'm the strongest motherfucker here. You can't tell me nothing. You feel me? And just pretty much did that. He fucked Nomu up. So after he got stabbed in the eye, whatever the hell had happened or whatever, right? He was down on the ground like he was dead. And the man got up, Nomu knocked his ass through a building. Nomu flew off because he thought Endeavour was weak as hell. So Endeavour got up like, I ain't about to be stopped because he a stubborn motherfucker, you feel me? This man got up, started chasing Nomu, Hawk, right? Started getting his feathers or whatever to Endeavour. Endeavour get the face out flying fast. So he finally catches up to Nomu, try to punish this man. He takes this man to the air. I'm pretty much cutting this shit short now. He takes the man to the air so he won't be around a lot of people in buildings. And he uses a special attack, Prominence Burn. He set that shit. That whole episode was so lit. Like I ain't gonna lie, my hands started sweating. Like I was on the edge of my seat, yo. Endeavor's one of my favorite characters now. Like I fucks with Endeavour. I really do. I really, really do. Man said I gotta go beyond plus ultra. He did just that. That whole episode was fire, man. Like, I can't wait to season 5, and I have to watch the My Hero movie because I heard that it takes place right after season 5, or a couple episodes after season 5, right? So I can't wait to watch the movie. The shit was fire. Endeavour, he's pretty much he's the number one hero now, and the man is a beast. Like the man go crazy. Like that whole episode was fire. Shout out to My Hero, man, for that shit. I fucks with it. I really, really do. That's pretty much all I got on my notes. Shout out to everybody for listening. Shout out to the listenership. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that still support me, that's been supporting me. I'm gonna try to get back on schedule, bring y'all some content or whatever, because I know y'all been looking for, y'all been waiting on this shit. Tell a friend, share this shit as much as y'all can. Make sure y'all rep this episode. Make sure this podcast 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. To bring more listeners to the show would help me flourish within the algorithm. You feel me? I had checked it too. I said I had like 2-star rate, not 2-star rate, but like I got 2 5-star ratings or whatever. So whoever did that, thank y'all. I do appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like I said, this podcast isn't perfect, ain't the best, but it's here, and I'm giving y'all free content. If y'all also want to take a step further into financially supporting me, y'all can also donate more over anchor.fm/Von Luciano via web browser. You can subscribe for having much it says on there and shit like that. Or if not, cash out Von Luciano. You feel me? To help me, you know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't got to, especially with all this Rona shit going on. Y'all not gotta do that shit. But if y'all do, you know what I'm saying, that'll help me improve the show and get my equipment shit a little bit faster so I can get back to streaming and podding how I want to. Also, you can take this show on the go over at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Podchaser, Anchor, of course, wherever y'all, it's everywhere. We're trying to get my shit on Pandora. So on Pandora, so please, you know what I'm saying, y'all could help me, y'all bring more listeners and shit like that too. I'm trying to get my shit on Pandora. Once I get my shit on Pandora, I'm good, because that probably pretty much be the only platform that I do not have my podcast on. But if we do that, I need y'all help, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, just share, bring in these listeners, and shit, I'll reapply for this application, put my shit on Pandora. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr_Flexalot. Follow me on Twitter at Mr_Flexalot1. Follow me on IG at Von_Luciano. That's VON_LUCCIANO. And that's pretty much all I got for y'all, man. So once again, I shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to everybody that's listening, that's been waiting. And I'll see y'all on the next episode of Von Talks. Peace.